It's movie chatter.
We're going old school, just straight music. The
Nice.
theme.
Here
Because
you
we
go.
got 4 bulls in the cage ready to pull the pin on this rodeo called a podcast. They want to talk about outer range.
Yeah, that's what
Yes.
that's what they're all riled up about.
But right now we want to talk about outer range.
All right.
So let's just start with Josh Brolin.
He's sexy as shit, right?
Yes. I mean,
Even with, look at him. He's right behind you. He's looking at you, Kelly.
He's
oh, and look at that smolder.
Look at that smolder. I think we're gonna just.
I know, we were talking about this the other day, and I'm
We'll play
definitely
it in
in
the
that
background.
camp where I could listen to him read the phone book and be happy.
I mean,
Right.
he's Thanos. You know. I haven't told Beth that
Right,
yet.
because he has she doesn't know? How can you not know?
She doesn't know.
What?
She doesn't know.
How can you
doesn't
not
know?
place his voice in his brow?
I mean,
Who
I
doesn't
don't.
know?
Beth doesn't know that he's
Oh,
Thanos, and she's watching this show.
He's
She'll
Cable.
probably just be like, oh, okay.
I love him as Cable too in the Deadpool movies.
Yeah.
Well, you're not.
Yeah, you
He's
don't have me
always
turned
good.
up or something like that over here.
I liked him as old.
There
we
you go. There's
as
Don.
Old boy.
Let's start
Remember
the
that?
show over.
Mm.
He's played a lot of interesting.
Do you want to?
parts
Yeah,
of
he
it.
has.
Yeah.
He is, I mean, he has got some range. I think he can
Josh.
do
He
anything.
has outer range.
He has outer range,
Oh
but
boy,
Oh,
knocked that one right out of the park.
Well, you
So,
should be a broadcaster.
I feel like he's, let's just put that out here, a 5-star for him, because I think he's like the anchor of the series.
Okay.
And I think he's fantastic.
All right,
You know
let's
what
just
else is great in
introduce Outer Range. If anybody doesn't know,
Yep.
it is a sci-fi drama. Think Yellowstone meets Twin Peaks. It's kind of you got competing ranges.
It's like it could be
terror
anything.
scenes
It
are-
could
Yeah,
be Lost. It's a complete
are fighting
mystery
with the
box. You have
Abbotts.
no idea what's going on.
A rancher fighting for his land and family discovers an unfathomable mystery at the edge of Wyoming's wilderness.
There you go.
Yeah, and if you watch the trailers, you see a big circle, and
Right, it's
that's-
right on
Yeah,
all
so
the
that's
pictures.
the
It's-
sci-fi piece.
so
but
we're
then
not
you
ruining anything.
you have
No.
these like dueling families. There's lots of drama from the characters, and
Some land stealing kind of wanting to be going on.
And this is on Prime. A lot of people have Prime Video.
you've
so.
got like class issues. We were talking about commercialized ranching versus family ranching,
And then you have the mysterious Emma Jean Poots as the hippie Autumn, who is a huge character in the movie.
I love her.
show.
Yeah, it really
Yep.
is her and Josh Brolin that carry this show.
yeah.
Are we?
But you have all sorts of interesting
They're all
characters.
good. You know,
how about Wayne?
The
You know,
neighbor.
the neighbor. Is
Yeah, I
competing.
love him too, and this is a unique role for him. Like, you could mention some other stuff that he's been
Will
in that you would
Patton.
know.
Yeah.
But he's usually more soft, I feel like, and in this he's so edgy and quirky and
He's
kind
also
of like,
he's in Yellowstone actually.
touche,
Yeah.
touche.
the
Oh,
two
is he?
brothers. I love the two
Really?
brothers.
yeah, he looks so much like his dad.
Yeah.
Pullman. Now I don't know what his name is. Tony Pullman. No,
don't-
but
Lewis
not
Pullman?
really. Lewis. There you go. Every time I thought, I was like, that looks like Bill Pullman, and then I looked it up and I was like, well, no shit, that's his son.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my
really?
gosh!
See, well, good. That's some detail that you're adding here.
Yeah, and
did
didn't
not
the
know
other
that.
one, the one that
Did not
plays
know that.
Perry,
Yeah.
he was in Ozark. as
Love
the-
him.
He's a
Missing
good
him.
dude too.
The
Right.
missing Ben.
Ben. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That
Phenomenal actor.
also was
Yeah.
good. He even made Iron Fist better.
Yeah,
Being in
so-
that show.
Oh yeah, he was one
He
of the.
was one of the rich brothers.
Okay, I've never finished Iron Fist.
Yeah, he played Ward in there.
Well, you can sing the praises of the main guy and girl there, but yeah, there is no weak link in the
Right.
acting. They're
Lily
all
Tiller, you
really,
know,
yeah, as Josh Brolin's
Now,
wife.
Kelly,
She's
why I love this
fantastic.
show is because even though we just compared it to Twin Peaks and everything, it's kind of like a fusion restaurant where they're doing Chinese
Right.
and Mexican together. You know,
And
it's,
you're surprised that you like it.
Right.
no, right. I mean, it's like you haven't seen anything like this.
Yes.
No,
Yeah, it does.
you've not
It somehow
seen this
works.
combination
I mean,
before.
since Cowboys versus Aliens, that's about the
Right.
closest thing.
So let me clarify, because I came in here all pissed off
Yeah,
because
you were
I
pissed
was
when you
like going to
walked
give it
in.
a strong thumbs down, but that's because I
we
thought
almost
it.
kicked you out.
I thought it abruptly ended. So when you're on Prime, like as of today, there's only 6 episodes listed. So
Okay.
I thought that it ended at episode 6, and I was like, what the fuck?
All right. So
Yeah, and
that makes sense.
And in 5 and
That's
6,
just-
the characters start to get a little darker. You don't like them as
Yeah.
much.
so where are you?
I finished 6. I
Okay.
finished all
Okay.
that's available. But
Okay.
like I'm used to, in IMDb or other platforms, usually they list all of the episodes, but
Right.
they have like a release date of the ones that aren't there yet. So I didn't realize that there was more episodes, so I will reserve my freak out. I was
Yeah.
going to be like, that was fucking terrible. Like, don't watch it, because I thought it ended at 6. And I was
Okay.
just going to be pissed.
Oh, okay.
I'm in the middle of number 4, so I'm a little further back than you guys. So maybe it hasn't developed enough.
Yeah,
that,
well, and I mean, like, it really ramps up, and
Yeah.
yeah, like, as Bill says, goes, like, even darker. And then it, like, if it was the end of the series, it
Yeah.
would have been terrible.
I can tell that they're just starting to get ready to, I don't know, give us some more backstory maybe that's going to explain things a little bit more.
Well, and you're looking for that connection, too. There's, like, all these moving pieces, and they keep insinuating that it's
Yeah.
part of a larger pattern, that things are going to relate back together. So, had it ended at 6, there would not have been resolution.
And
So-
it's going to
Those
be a second.
mysterious rocks.
It's gonna be a
What
season
are
2
those
for sure.
mysterious
You think so?
rocks?
Oh, for sure. I
Really?
mean, I think it's so good that it'll be like a 5-season
Oh,
show.
I don't know, though. It depends. I think it just depends on
Sometimes
the
science
writers
fiction
and the
doesn't
pro-
lend itself to that, if you ask me.
Right. Yeah.
I would agree with Dave that this is going to
Sometimes-
be a
Long-term?
Lost.
Oh,
And-
really?
Okay, I was gonna
you
say-
will never understand this
Oh.
ever.
Well, you know, I was
Oh,
going to
okay.
say,
Fair
I
enough.
hate Lost because in the end, it turned out
Open the
being
door.
stupid. It was like, like in the beginning, it was all about speculation about like, what is it? Is it something really cool? And then it was just like what did it end up even being? I don't even remember.
It was
some
like
man-made.
purgatory. They
No.
were living in.
Oh, that's
this-
right, purgatory.
They had actually all died, and this
Yeah.
was living out.
right.
I thought it was
Resolving
amazing.
things.
So it was tons of red herrings that just had you spinning your wheels, and there was no way you were going to figure it out. They were leading you on all these wild goose chases.
But their
That's-
their
that's
only
what I
job
thought
is
it
to get you to
was.
watch
I
it.
know.
though.
That's-
I know.
it's
That's,
good. That's
what
good.
I thought it was if it ended at 6, where it was
What-
like, what the fuck was the point of all of that?
Mm.
Like, you didn't tie any ends together. So
Right.
I'll reserve for the next
Okay.
2 episodes, and it better.
Yeah. And
I'm all for you guys saying that it's going to last for seasons and seasons.
5
but
and 6, they add more red herrings. If you mean more clues that maybe go
nowhere.
nowhere,
Or
but you
they're
don't
just
know.
to like get you going in the wrong direction, and then
Here's
zoink ya.
I'll bring up some of the questions.
Or to just be
Bring
like,
some
what is
questions up
going
there.
on?
What does
Yeah.
yellow mean? What does yellow mean?
Right.
There is a scene, I'm just going to spoil a teeny bit here, where Autumn is.
Looking in the eyes of a bear.
Yeah, you think it's a scene.
Here's what I wrote. Is that a CG bear? Because that's the best fucking bear I've ever
It
seen.
is
in
a
my-
CG bear.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
is
Of
that
course it is.
amazing.
It
Yeah.
was amazing. Yeah,
It
when
was.
it
it's
walked
like
away-
from Revenant.
Oh
Yep.
my god, but
I thought it was going to be a scene like Revenant for a second there.
And-
But of course not. I mean,
then
I
what
didn't
happens,
really.
Bill? What
The
happens,
bear
Bill?
comes, so she's on her back, and she
Yeah?
thinks she's going to die. It's a giant bear,
Oh.
and the
she
bear comes
rolls
down,
over instead.
and now she's
this
looking
way.
it straight in the face and
And
go,
it's
"Okay,
standing
take-
over her, ready to
Yeah.
bite her
It's-
face.
Well, it like it
Here's
was
the
standing,
nose.
and then it goes
The
down,
spe-
and they're like, nose.
This microphone is
Ooh.
the bear's nose.
Mm-hmm.
This is her face, and she says, "Yellow."
oh shit! And then the bear.
And then the bear says,
Mellow.
"No,
No.
The bear says, what does he
Show
say?
him.
Show him." It's
the
like
bear speaks English.
Well, no, it just like it's her subconscious. Like,
yeah, and they just show subtitles, and it says,
Okay.
"Show him."
No, it was like a whisper.
Oh, okay, whisper.
Yeah,
kind of like.
but like the bear didn't.
But-
its
but-
lips didn't. Move.
right,
It
okay, so
wasn't like
maybe
it wasn't like
somehow
a cartoon. She
if
just
you'll make
knew
it-
that that's what the bear.
somehow she
told
heard
her.
that, or-
Yeah.
Yeah.
telepathy.
There's
or some
there's
sort.
some like
And then so later she shows somebody something.
there's also like this Native American folklore sort of undercurrent
Okay.
to the show
Yeah,
too, and I
yeah.
feel like that was tapping in there a little bit, where we're talking about this ugly history of the land and how it's been stolen from the
Okay.
time Wyoming started. There's
Yeah.
some of that.
Okay, I was just getting a little tiny taste of that from Sheriff Hawk
Yes.
in the episode I watched,
Love
where
her,
she
Joy
yeah,
Hawk.
where she gave
She's a
a
great character.
description of something that happened to her when she was a kid.
Yes.
No, repeat that. I forgot about that.
She was going home, and then a white girl from that lived on the reservation. Something about they stopped, and they were gonna pick her up to drive her home, but
that's
she
right.
refused to get in the car and,
Right.
and ran. And they didn't get into it too deeply, except that
Time
she was
travel.
It's
all time travel.
attacked.
Well, she was
And
attacked.
then-
She got away. She ran
got
away.
away, and then I think the point of it was that they said
She
people,
told her mom.
white people don't get
Yeah. Any repercussions?
for
Yeah.
attacking.
Because she told her
Native
mom
American
about it,
on a
and he was like,
reservation.
her mom said, "Well, we're not going to tell anybody because nothing would happen
There
anyway.
you go.
You don't get." She was like, "White guys don't get arrested for attacking Indian girls or something."
There
to
you
that,
go.
to
There you go.
that.
Thank you for completing my.
Here's a
thought.
spoiler that doesn't really affect anything. What's the significance of Autumn carving
Oh,
that
that was
symbol into
horrible.
her?
I thought
Yeah,
what's
it
happening.
was a moment where you're
I
like,
mean, it looks
"Oh,
so real.
oh."
She just takes a knife and just starts carving that symbol up on the
that A,
rock.
Because
that
she's a
sideways
little
A.
bit schizo.
It's a
and
couple
she
of
was,
things.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
couple
Yeah.
of things. Think Memento, where he would forget things, and so he would put tattoos on himself to remember. And
Bill,
remember,
you're so smart.
also, she's going through mental issues, which this is something that's coming out.
She doesn't have her medication. Do you notice how when her medication, we won't tell Don, is gone now, she started acting
yes,
Wacko.
a little nut bar.
nut
Right.
Wackadoodle?
And so when you have interactions with the void or whatever you want to call that dark circle, it gives their health repercussions. Look at Wayne, what happened to him.
Okay.
Royal, who's Josh Brolin, the main character,
having
he's
some
getting more and more
Mental
irritable.
repercussions too.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Every time you go in
Testing.
that hole,
that's right. And so
something happens to
Yeah,
you.
we don't fully
Right.
understand what's going on yet.
can
for
I give
sure.
Why
you
are
some
they all-
theories that
why
won't
are they
make
all-
anything?
Bill, let's have
Yeah,
some theories.
theorize.
Let's have some theories.
I believe that Autumn is actually Amy.
Right.
That's one of the most popular ones.
Right. That is okay.
Because they're both blue-eyed. They both didn't have, or Autumn didn't have. She's the older one.
Okay.
They're both blonde. Autumn didn't have any memories past 9. Amy is 9 years old. She just appeared.
She couldn't
at the
remember anything
ranch.
from since before she was 9. Autumn said, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And Amy is 9. And it could even be possible. Oh, that's another scene where
Then you're talking
Cece
like-
puts her hand in the bear.
That is another one of those. What the?
Right.
Boy,
Like-
a lot
I've
of
got a
happens in
theory
the
on
last
that
2
one.
episodes.
Yes.
But it's not like actually the last 2 episodes, even these little glimpses, it's not gonna. There's nothing that we're gonna wreck.
No.
Okay, and Autumn might even be Royal's sister because he
Oh,
said he
said
had
I
a
had
sister.
a baby sister that I
baby
never
sister.
saw again.
Right. And remember, he comes out of the hole
Weird.
when he's 9. Or they don't say what
I don't
age
know
he is.
that.
Well, they I think you in scene 4. you
I
might
saw
have seen-
somebody crawl out of a hole.
Okay.
Oh, here's
Okay,
the
sorry.
scene. Here's
Don't
the bear.
look, Don. Don't look.
Is this
we've
playing
got
right now?
we've got
Oh.
it in the background there.
It's just a corner.
Okay.
So
you got
bison.
anything else? Yeah.
Okay, they
Yeah, the
mentioned
bison is definitely a.
what you was talking about Joy Hawk, and
Yeah.
she's running for sheriff, and she's interviewing this rancher and just giving her the spiel. And he goes, "Well, what are you going to do about the mastodon that people are
right.
sighting in the caves?
yes. Okay. Mhm.
You got to do that."
I saw that.
So
So-
random.
So these animals from
What's
the past,
your real theory of the entire show? Like, what do you think it is?
well, it's definitely
It's a time portal.
you could say that it's Kronos, the god of time,
Right.
who is possessing
They talked about
the
that right off the bat.
buffaloes, even the bear, because these animals come out at certain times.
Right.
They're being controlled by something.
Right.
And it could be a multiverse.
That's more what if you're gonna talk like Amy and Autumn are the same person, then you have to go multiverse.
I mean,
Like,
what's that scene
alternate
where
It's
they're
very
realities
popular right
and-
now.
Yeah.
Multiverses.
But I almost like it being a time portal instead. I don't
Well,
know. We'll
remember
see.
the books that she had in her tent, that Autumn had in her tent?
Mm-hmm.
One of them was Modern Quantum Mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And she had all these rocks there.
Really, I didn't
Oh.
catch that.
And in quantum theory, you can have the same particle occupy two different space.
Right.
I think that's how.
Say
one
that
of the
again?
Dark matter is supposed to be connecting two particles, but they can be the same.
Well, and she talks about time as a dimension, and like we can feel and touch length and width. Why not time? Like that we're just on the edge of
Right.
discovering this. So I want it to go that way.
Very interesting.
I'm just enjoying how beautiful this show looks to me.
Yeah. The
I mean,
the
it's-
Wyoming scenery is
Oh yeah.
Did you check
fantastic
out?
too.
This has nothing to do with anything, but at the end of episode 6, there's a cop car coming into view, and it just a wide shot, and the lights just blue and red along the horizontal line of the. of the scenery.
the frame. Looks
It was.
nice.
I've never seen anything look so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the last moment of episode 6.
Excellent. Well, it definitely is adding to it, and that is another reason that it is potentially one of those quality shows that could last, because they definitely are putting money into it, and you can see that. You know, that goes a long way. We're
It
not
could.
talking about it today at all because Dave will freak out, but I'm going to mention the word Ozark.
Don't you mention the word Ozark?
And I'm going to say
he's
that
gonna
it's
come
a
right
really
across the
great show.
table.
Shut up.
No,
It's a great show.
It's a great
a
show that has
fantastic show.
lasted.
Just like Outer Range.
Right. I mean, it's shows
Okay.
like that are fantastic.
it's fantastic.
You know, and it's all to do with who's making it. Who is Does anybody know who's doing this? Is it somebody?
No, I haven't really looked into that too much.
No.
Writers. Brian Walken.
I mean, for
Or, like,
Amazon Prime,
what
this
else
is
they
like
may
their
have
best
done.
show. They don't have many shows
It's
of
good.
this
It's very good
quality.
original content. I'll say that for sure.
Hmm.
But it will hinge on some resolution. Like if they leave everything completely open ended at the beginning, at the end of this, and like I don't get any, I don't know, continued pull. Because now I'm teetering on the like, all right, you've gone in a lot of different directions. And if
Okay.
we leave it completely frayed at the end to just be like a Lost where it's going to be open-ended into the abyss of figuring this out, I don't know. I don't know if I'll commit.
All right. Well, some other theories. Some people believe that that's not even a hole there. That is just where the rocks are found. And they're not actually falling into a hole. They're falling into time.
Well, yeah.
And,
That seems almost like stated at this point.
okay. And did you see what happened to
Although they've
Autumn's necklace
thrown
stuff?
stuff into
Yeah, they've thrown
and
stuff
they've
in it.
watched stuff
It's yeah.
fall and listened, and then
Okay.
they've also, you know, his first thing he did was throw some shovelfuls in.
Oh, that's
and then he
true.
falls, and then he's
But
always
but
doing
whatever
the,
they fall in, like they don't hear anything hit. They don't hear anything
True.
as it falls
I mean,
in.
You
So
know, that
it's
could all
like-
be just the way that they're trying to
Right.
present a time.
I would have
you know what
fired
I
a
mean?
gun into it.
Did you see the one where he's falling in the hole, Royal is, and then he meets Trevor, and Trevor says to him,
Yeah.
"Time's a motherfucker."
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Right.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and I know. Yeah, I've seen the. Yeah, he wins. You know, what's-
Autumn's necklace.
Autumn's necklace. You know, she's trying to get that back.
They're showing Patricia
show.
now, Wayne's ex-wife.
She's a
On the
she's
scene
a
here.
fiery lady. I
Wasn't
like
she
her character
something?
too.
Yeah, she's a good character. So there's so many good characters on here. I
Yeah,
think they
I
can
feel
just
like
keep the
there's-
show going.
There's gonna be some more murders. Maybe even
So
an
why didn't
accidental
you?
one.
What were you so mad about? You just thought it ended.
Yeah, I would have thought
Right.
it was terrible if it ended right when it did at the end
Yeah,
of
that's-
episode 6. This is like you just opened up like 5 or 6 things that went nowhere.
Yeah.
True.
But now you know it doesn't. So
Now I'm not.
You can calm
now
down.
I'm not upset. I
And-
mean, I am upset, but now I understand. There's 2 more episodes, so I love it.
And in 5 and 6, I don't like Autumn and I don't like Royal as much.
No.
They both are kind of
It's definitely one of those
Bad.
shows where like everyone is a
think-
little bit bad. Everyone is a little bit good, maybe, but like you can sympathize with a character in a certain
Yeah.
scene, and then in the next scene hate them.
Right,
Yeah.
but they may be doing that.
That goes to like character development.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, long-term shows will do that. You know,
There's
where
no, there's no
they'll start out
clean like good guys and bad
right.
guys. For
You know, you
sure.
start out with a one-dimensional character,
yeah.
and eventually you see, okay, this guy's got some bad to him. But then probably in another episode,
It's a
you'll
little
see
bit
something
redemptive.
Right. He'll feel guilty about something bad he
They're
did.
trying to
or
steer it
something
right
like
now.
I was
that.
going to bring up Cecilia, who is Josh Brolin or Royal's wife at the ranch, and she was very religious. They brought her out as very religious. They go to church and all that. But in the last scene, she's at church, but she doesn't accept the host. She's going up there because, you know, if you have sin in you, you're not supposed to
Sure.
accept the host until you confess your sins.
should've
But
never
she's
accepted the
hiding a
host
lot of
my whole life.
lies, right? So. I
Even
think
she
that
started
has
to
something
get-
to do with her putting her hand in the dead cub baby's
Yes.
mouth. and
Clearly,
then
she's trying to purge some demons or something.
she
I haven't
finds
seen
a
that.
dead bear.
That's I've saw
All right.
she drug it into a building and closed
Right.
the door, and that's the last scene I saw.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, this is weird. She's sitting in there next to the dead cub, puts her hand in his mouth, squeezes his mouth down until it
Pierces her
make-
skin.
pierces her till she has blood on her. She might be, as a Catholic, she might be as a Christian trying to punish herself.
Yeah, what is that called?
Yeah, like where you lash yourself.
Self-flagellation.
It's not
Flagellation.
flagellate.
Right.
Yeah, that's
so
the
she,
word I guess I was going
she's
for.
an interesting character.
Flagellant.
She's been in
I've got a lot of
sci-fi
flagellants.
movies.
We
Lily,
had beans and
Lily
hot dogs
Taylor,
the other
she's been
day.
in a lot of crazy movies.
She's good, but what I was
She is
going to say
good.
is even her, where she seemed nothing but good at first,
Hmm.
like even she has her dark moments where you get a little frustrated by her.
I just think they're trying to, you know,
All right.
they don't want to give you the full character development
No,
immediately.
it's
They're
good.
steering it from which way you're thinking right now.
Don, did you see where the mountain disappeared?
I did see where the mountain
All
disappeared.
right, why do you think the mountain disappeared?
That's where Trevor ended back up.
I don't.
That's
I
where
think
Trevor
that
came back through the portal.
I thought it was the only thing I could think of is that they're going so far back in time that
That continent
its
didn't even-
tectonic plates are different at different time periods, especially if they're talking mastodons.
I think it's just the opposite.
Oh, the
If-
future.
It's the future, and you
Oh.
remember that one scene where Royal he comes out of the hole and he sees all these people. There's all these
Yeah.
oil pumps and all that going on.
Mining and
I believe that they find that rock is in that mountain,
They
They,
chewed
they
up.
grind up the whole
grind
mountain.
it up, and so there's a time warp where the multiverses are getting mixed up,
Okay.
and all these people saw it. They're reporting it to the police that they saw the mountain disappear.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
And remember when they show the mountain disappearing, there's smoke coming up. I think that's because the mining is going on.
Oh, okay. Possibly. I thought to me it just looked like it vanished, and that was like, leaving.
well, and I just don't
But-
think it's a coincidence that then Trevor ended
Gosh,
up right there
Oh,
post
okay.
when the mountain disappeared
I
because
hope they tell us.
Okay, that's an interesting theory.
I'll be
like
pissed if they don't.
a wrinkle. That's where Trevor popped back through.
I highly recommend it.
All right.
Yeah.
We've
Now that we
belabored it
spoiled
enough.
we
the
could we could
entire
talk
thing.
about everything.
Just
Yeah.
skip right to episode 6 because you know it now.
No,
so we
I
can
think
talk.
it's definitely
No.
worthwhile.
No.
I would
All right,
actually.
no.
No, there's plenty.
You'll get so
I have
much more.
watched some
by-
of the shows twice, and I still don't
Yeah.
understand.
right.
Right.
You
I
bring
would-
up little things.
I would
Part of it
rather
is-
start back from the beginning. Actually,
The other thing is that we're mainly concentrating on all the sci-fi parts of it, but really there's a murder.
Yeah, there's a good mystery
There's a
plot
mystery.
going on.
There's some love interests. There's some family stuff going on.
There's
that's,
some of everything in
that's-
this show
it's
for
a
sure.
good deal of the time is spent on that. At least in the first 4 episodes.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
continues. There's this family drama, multiple different family dramas, interfamily drama.
You've got the Tillermans trying to take over the Abbott's Western Range because I think he knows that there's, valuable oil and these rocks that can, transfer you to time.
And I feel like somebody at some point is going to figure out what happened to Rebecca, but then that person will somehow like vanish too, or that's how you'll find out, but then you
Sure.
won't be able to share it with anyone else. It's gonna be that kind of a thing.
Nice. Okay.
All right.
There you go.
Well,
Watch
so-
that show on
Yeah, what would
Prime.
you? So far, I'm giving it super thumbs up. I love the big chubby guy with the grape soda.
Oh my gosh, yes. He just the Fritos.
They just-
I can totally relate to
Love
Josh
that.
Brolin because I wanted to reach across the deck and Jess can just be like,
And they go for like the
Stop
sugariest
chewing,
soda
you
you could be
gross
drinking.
person.
Right.
Grape
Carl.
soda. He's
He's-
just pounding grape soda.
Carl,
he-
he's the deeds clerk of deeds or something, and
yeah,
he's
the
taking bribes.
county assessor or
Yeah,
whatever.
the guy
and
was
he-
gonna
yes.
just do the border dispute.
but the
Okay.
last we saw him, he was not wearing a seatbelt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, true. All right, well, I'm giving it a thumbs up. Everybody put their thumb up.
Yeah, I'll give it a
We
thumbs
got
up.
we got Kelly to go back. Bill's got 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Look at
And-
that. It's an extra tall thumb.
And we'll
There
be
you go.
back
Double
to talk
thumbs up.
about a new movie after this short little interlude.